This is Mark Bell from SuperTraining.tv, Super Training Gym, the strongest gym in the West. Got a question from Rebar Muscle, MC Muscle off of YouTube, and he says that he has a problem flaring his elbows out when he bench presses, and how does he fix the issue? You don't necessarily have to fix the issue if you're making progress. Nothing speaks louder than making progress, so that should always be something that you keep in mind. However, flaring your elbows out a lot of times is not optimal, because what happens when your elbow comes out is that your shoulder will come forward. If your elbow comes out and your shoulder is able to stay back in that socket, I don't have a ton of problems with it, especially if you're able to push some heavy weights around. I've seen plenty of people bench press big weights in a safe manner without any real problems or any significant issues with their elbows out. So I don't have a ton of problems with it. It's just that usually, for most people, having the elbow tucked in is a little bit more optimal. If you're having trouble keeping your elbows tucked in, there's a bunch of shit you got to work on. One would be just increasing the size of your lats and increasing the strength of your shoulders. Things like front raises, side raises, those types of movements will help a little bit. But increasing the strength and the size of your lats will just give you a more stable pressing area to press off of. Exercises such as dumbbell presses with your hands this way instead of this way. Hands are this way. You see how see what that did to my elbow? See how I tucked my elbow in automatically? That's the way you're going to want to do your dumbbell presses, like this, and bring them in close to your body. My wife actually recently bought a mouse for her computer that has her hand this way. If you can see my hand there, this way instead of this way. So again, the elbow's here versus here. Makes a huge difference on that shoulder. She's been having shoulder issues, and she's a swimmer, and she takes her swimming pretty seriously, and she wants to continue to get better at it. But her shoulder started to slow her down, so she had to. She got a mouse that was recommended by my homie Jesse Burdick, and so now she's pain. She doesn't have to worry about having pain while working on the computer all day and slanging out slingshots. But anyway, back to your question. The slingshot from HowMuchYouBench.net will definitely help improve your form. We have a guy in our gym, Austin Baumgarten, who has had the problem of his elbows flaring out almost to the point where it's uncontrollable. And one of the things that helps him a lot is simply putting on the slingshot. Puts on the slingshot, and the problem has gone away. He takes the slingshot off, the problem is still there, but it's there now with heavier weights. He's been improving both his raw strength and his strength in his bencher and his strength in his slingshot simultaneously. Let's see, what else we got? My voice almost cracked there. That was pretty bad. What else we got? We got training your triceps up will help. Having stronger arms will help. Also, something that helped me a ton was to bench press off of boards and set the boards up really low. So a lot of times people have the boards resting about yay, bring the boards down about yay down here, and have the elbows tucked in real tight. And try doing. It's going to be hard to tuck your elbows in if your grip is real close, so that's something else to keep in mind. Keep the grip at least a thumb grip, thumb away from the smooth part of the barbell, and thumb away from the smooth part. Yeah, smooth part of the barbell. Bring those boards down real low, and try 3 sets of 5 like that. Slight pause on the board. Don't let the weight sink too much into the boards. Keep your body tight. Keep the elbows tucked in. Also, be wary of having a gay pterodactyl thing going on. You don't want to be like this. So you want to be more like that. So you don't want your elbows tucked in so severely that it's giving you a shitty position at the bottom of the lift. Let's see, what else we got? We got one more thing that I'm forgetting. Also to avoid gay pterodactylness, I see a lot of people, they get all excited at the top of the bench, and they're like, oh, I'm going to show you how I tuck my elbows, because Louis Simmons and all these guys say to tuck the elbows, and they're right, you should be tucking your elbows. However, you don't need to tuck them so crazy from the top. I see a lot of people, they'll go to tuck them from the top, and they'll go like this, and then now the weight is in their wrist and in their fingers and not in their hand. They're not squeezing the barbell properly. So make sure you're squeezing that barbell. Make sure you're not getting gay wrist from the top. Gay wrist leads to gay pterodactyl, and it just keeps manifesting itself and turning worse and worse from that point. It turns into a giant snowball, which then turns into a giant gay snowman, and you don't want that to happen. Well, we're over the 5-minute mark, which is not allowed here at the Power Project, so I gotta run, and that's it from supertraining.tv. Later.